Let's see here. Alright. Give me a second here. Alright. Cool. One second. Oh my God. Okay. It's Kerbal time, boys. Okay. Alrighty, welcome to Kerbal Space Program. I'm your host, Killer Kerbal. And you're watching Space Program. Let's just get right into it. Haven't played on my streaming save in a while, so I don't know. I think I was attempting to go to Mars a lot, which was not like a very successful process. Because I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go to daytime here. That's very trippy. Hello. Alright. Go up a little bit more. It's not very bright. Alright. Looking good. So I'm thinking, this is just an idea, but I'm thinking we should do some planes and stuff, considering I have not really done a whole lot of planes and stuff since the last stream. Well, since ever. What's up, Nathan? Okay. So we're gonna go ahead into the space plane hangar here. Alright, and what do we have here? Nothing. So, I have BD Armory. Let's see, what else do I have? Okay. I think I have MechJeb installed. I do. Okay. Hybo. No Fortnite. Not playing Fortnite today. Not feeling it. Yeah. Alright, well, let's go ahead. I'm thinking we want to build a... When is the giveaway? You know, probably in about a week. I have to get paid first, in order to collect money. Yeah, you do realize I so do not care whatsoever about Fortnite and season. I don't, like, care at all. 'Cause it's not the greatest game ever, to be perfectly honest. It's kind of like a low effort game, and not really an original idea. I'm not gonna go into depth as to why I don't like Fortnite, though. That's just not the focus of this stream. Fortnite. Shut up, Nathan. Swear to God. Ban both of you. No. But, alright, let's see here. So, I don't know if I stated this fact or not. I want to make a plane that's capable of Single staged orbit. That's what I want. SSTL. So that's a good amount of fuel. We'll go one of them and one of them because we want to have an air stage as well, because we don't want to just burn rocket fuel on the way up and down. So I messed with I messed with the thrust on a couple engines and I completely forgot about that, so maybe we'll have a little fun with that later. I've turned up the thrust on 2 engines and made these here, which on this I messed with that, so it's slightly more powerful than what it would normally be. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw those on right away. Looking at that, and then I don't want the nose to just come up constantly though. I don't know that I want to put a lot of effort into this. I'm really actually not feeling planes as much as I was like literally a couple minutes ago. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go really low effort on this, and then if it's any good whatsoever, I'll give it a little more sauce. Alright, is that enough? Is that all you need? That's all you need to make a plane, right? I'm pretty sure. That's okay, the Rapiers will do it themselves. I was gonna say didn't put a hotkey in. It doesn't matter though. Okay, cool, look at that. It's a plane. And it's supposed to work, so go. Look at that. It's going. As it should. Is it gonna go up? It should. Just needs a little more convincing. Alright, it's still not going up. Come on. Still hold. Okay, it went up. There we go. Alrighty, so gear up. And I didn't put a mech jet thing on. Oh god. What's that? Better time warp. It's physics range extender. I don't know what that. Oh, that's BDA. Alright, no mech jet. I haven't installed, but you know. Alright, so we are using lots of fuel. That is not the point of this here rocket. You're not meant to do that. What on earth? I think those readouts might be a little bit wrong. I don't know. We're moving pretty quickly though. Going up pretty nicely here. This is a decent angle to take, I think. Maybe a little bit less shallow. Now that we increase altitude, because we're trying to go get an apoapsis up here. Right now we're looking at about 15,000 with drag and all that. Anyway, we're gonna undo that now. So look at that, we have a good trajectory here. Moving up. Once these go under 10 or so, they should switch. There we go. And now we are accelerating once more. gonna go ahead and fire prograde again until our apoapsis hits about 70. We'll just leave it right at 70. I think we're high enough now that it doesn't matter. Air resistance isn't a problem. There we go. Alright. So now we're just gonna give it a little bit. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. So, we're gonna want to have to be efficient here. So let's add a maneuver. Pull that in a little bit. $87, $70, $80, $68. Yeah, alright. That's good, and the burn is 42 seconds. So we are going to want to approximately start, yeah, at about 20 seconds before apoapsis. And that is coming up. And there we are. Fire. And we're gonna want to fire maneuver. There we go. Looks like we have plenty of fuel, which is nice. Very nice. This is indeed working out how it was intended. Have a lot more oxidizer. Not really. It's just the way it looks, but really we're a little bit pretty much right on target there. And now that we have done that, we can go ahead and warp over here to apoapsis here and circularize. Fire prograde. Here we go. And pull up real close here. And there we go. Alright, that's circular-ish. Alright, there we go. Frame rate's back. So as you can see, we have a plane that is flying in space. So now, obviously, we want to test re-entry, because that is just what you want to do. I want to test if this is effective or not. If it can actually do a land without having to burn up, you know? So we are just going to go ahead and warp around here till we're on the light side of the Earth. Kerbal, my bad. And then I'm just gonna want to set it to fire retrograde, so give it a second to rotating around here. And then we are ready to slow down. I want to bring this up a little bit. I want to bring that to about 32,000. And then fire prograde again. Well, not fire, but aim prograde, so that this thing is not going to reverse into the atmosphere, because that would really not be all that great. Really not. Alright. Let's rotate around a little bit. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and warp around here. Okay. We are in the atmosphere now. I'm just gonna give it a second here. Just go stability assist. And as you can see, we are not slowing down. Not yet, at least. I mean, slightly, but nothing major, because we are not really in the thicket, if you know what I mean. Atmosphere is pretty thin here. Looking good on fuel, and we're gonna be in air breathing mode by the time we hit a point where the engine actually needs to kick on, which is probably never. So there's KSC, so we overshot, but that is alright. So as you can see, we are landing in the day, and we're just gonna go ahead and go back to what is it doing now? That is what you don't want to do with a plane. That is not correct. Wrong. Definitely wrong. There we go. Okay, stop that. There. Alright. You don't want to go in stability assist here. Let's speed up a bit because we're not in any insane amount of heat here. It's gonna get pretty toasty. Going to get toasty. Alright, and we're slowing down now. Alright, let's... What is taking all that heat? That? Right, alright, don't flip over, don't flip over, don't flip over. Alright, well, we're gonna force it to flip over because that's the only way we're not gonna burn up here. Then we're gonna try to correct again. Come on, come on. Nope, 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 nope. I don't know if SAS is helping or hurting here. It doesn't feel like it's helping me, but we have slowed down to safe speeds in a second here. I don't think this is the most, like, normal way to land a plane, but you know what? We have successfully not killed this entire crew, which is new for me. Yep, this is probably a bit frightening. You don't seem frightened at all. Wow. Wow. Alright. Well, looking right now, we are kind of in a, not a flat spin, but something of the sort. I'm just gonna turn this off and let the plane kind of figure itself out, because that's usually what it does. If you just give it some time, it usually, oh god. Now it's really trying to go into a flat spin here. Correct prograde. Fire prograde. We really don't have a whole lot of control surface on here. Thankfully, however, I think I've just got it back. It's back, it's back, it's back. Come on. Just let it go, let it go, let it go. There we go. Yes. Alright. It's back. Oh, I've just realized why we're having so much of these problems here is that we are so very off balance, I think. Well, the way to go about not being off balance is to burn the fuel. And that's what I shall do. I'm gonna try to fire in that direction over there, but it's still just not doing what I want. I mean, this thing is at almost 0 meters a second, like horizontally, which is problematic. Just fire in a direction. Just get air flowing on the wings. Stop. What are you doing? Can you transfer fuel forward? You know? No. I don't think I can, but I have managed to completely deplete my oxidizer source, which has saved myself because I have balanced it out. So now I can make my way over here. It's still a little bit unbalanced, somewhat. No, if somebody could explain to me how to transfer fuel. I'm still unsure. And I can't really tell where most of the weight is. So we're just gonna turn the engines on and hope that that fixes the problem. I'm gonna turn off SAS as well. I'm just gonna let it get speed in any direction. There we go. Fire. Go downward. Because right now it's just so... there's no velocity, and so the air, the flow over the wings is not doing. We're not gonna die. On the bright side, we're not going to die. However, if it does a flat spin, we will probably die. I'm just hoping it does. It just orients itself like in that direction, like it is there, and then it's killed itself. I'm gonna kick the engines on and hope that we don't burn through all our fuel here, but we are not looking hopeful. There we go. Come on, prograde. Get over here. Stability assist on. Go. Come on. Cook. There we go. We've brought it back. We have brought it back. Oh, God. And we have killed it. Come on. Just find an orientation and go with it. So we have some control. Alright, we're gonna get as much speed as possible here. Oh, alt click. Okay. Well, I don't really have a lot of fuel to transfer, also, as you stated. I'm gonna try and save this here. Come on. No point in dropping the gear, but it's one more thing that'll hit before we do, you know. I think I can land this. I think I can. But I have to be really gentle, otherwise it's gonna just spin. We're gonna make it. We're not gonna die. Look at that. We are not gonna die at all. That's good. I'm just gonna leave it. I am just going to leave it here until it slowly starts to fall. So I'm trying to point it down a bit. There we go. Okay. It's popped in, but no, I did not with empty tanks. And that's something I completely forgot to consider because I've never really built a single stage orbit and had it actually make it to orbit. And I really took about 2 minutes to design this thing. Let's try to soft land this as soft as we can. Come on. Nose down a bit. Don't. Alright, that was a little rough. But everything is intact. Now all we need is for it to stop. Stop, please. Just time warp a bit. There we go. We have stopped, and we have landed in the middle of the ocean. Look at that. Look at that. Alright. Let's go down. Or just turn on the engines and see what I can do. Because it's time to waste the one little bit of fuel we got left. Go down. Underwater. Come on. Ooh, I could build a submarine. Any landing you can swim away from is a good landing. True. Very true. I guess that's Kerbal logic there. Alright, any time now we could go ahead and stop. Looks like that is gonna be a minute. Going to be a minute. Yep. Alright, any second now. Any second now. There we go. Alright, and we have stopped. Recover the vessel. Not that we're in career mode anyway, but you know, it's always nice to not completely destroy something. But I did not click on that, but alright. So just to see, this plane's dumb. Not even gonna save it. We're gonna build a submarine because I am smart. So this is gonna be a one-seater. Maybe we'll do something later at the cupola. But I'm thinking we just throw on just two little fuel tanks here. Right. Alright. And then we're gonna put yeah, we'll put a Panther on there. And we are going to put in one of effective base speed. We want something that just gets air and sucks very much. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna say that looks pretty good. And then we're just gonna get one of these suck things so it sucks. And just a lot of things that suck in air because we are going underwater. So, the more you know. Bam. That's not how it would work in real life. No, it is not. But you know, I can frankly say that I really don't care. Okay. Go. There. This is a submarine if I've ever seen one. However, what's a submarine without a couple reaction wheels? It's really not a submarine. It's not got a couple of reaction wheels. There we go. All right, that's a thing. I don't really feel like we need wings because aerodynamics. I don't know if they implemented any sort of hydrodynamics, and if they did, oh yeah. You know what? That's all right. Yeah, we can do this. Stop that. Look at that. Look at that. Alright. Go get out of here. Okay. We're just gonna do the most rudimentary way of making it so that doing parts like that is okay. We're just gonna do that. No, come on. Come on now, don't be rude. Don't be rude. No, come on. Hey, You are not being very nice. Hey, there we go. That's probably good enough. And even though they're connected, it's just makes me feel better if we do that and then like that. And you know what? That's pretty good. There. And then there. No? Yeah, there. Alright. That was probably unnecessary. Frankly, however, I don't care. Okay. Wow. Alright, let's move very quickly to our destination. Should also go ahead and do that and do that so that we can stop. With friction control set to 5 and brakes on 2, this thing should stop pretty quickly. As long as that doesn't happen. Holy cow. Okay. That was pretty good. It's pretty good. You know what would be better though? It's not dying. Therefore, I present to you how to not die. A Kerbal space program advertisement. Step 1, time warp. Step 2, revert to launch. Better time warp. Okay, let's go hyper warp. I don't know what that means, but I don't care. Well, that doesn't seem to be very hyper at all. That's just like sort of advanced hyper warp, standard physics warp, slow-mo. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Alright. Why does everything look very weird? Let's go standard. Let's go simple. I don't know what I'm doing. Just looks like all of a sudden the graphics were like changed. Alright, let's slam the brakes here. Feel lag. I feel lots of lag. I don't know what it is. We should have died. Yeah. Okay. You know what? We're not dead. And that is good. Let's slow down a bit. Simmer down. Yeah, all of a sudden, like, just not liking the way this looks. Stop. Here we go. Keep going. For some reason, 60 FPS in Kerbal doesn't look like 60 FPS. Like, whatsoever. Looks like 40 or 50. Even though I'm pretty sure it's 60. It just doesn't feel like it. Alright. So we're a thing. Seems like pitching up does pitch up and pitching down. Well, it makes a pretty good attempt at pitching down. So we're gonna go ahead and put those in. And blow air until it goes down. And it's just staying on the surface. Don't know if that has anything to do with all these intakes, because I heard something somewhere about some sort of thing where intakes are really good at making you not go under, and so that's good. It would appear that we are... There we go, we're going down. Just had to kick up the engine a little bit. And now we're submarine. And look at that. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed. We're negative almost 100 meters. And It's still making smoke. Pretty sure physics doesn't approve. Let's fire down. Way down. Fire very down. Alright, we're going down now. We're going down very fast, actually. That's alright. Go ahead and go like that. So obviously, reducing throttle, basically, we just float up instantly. We are pretty deep. This is like 900 meters. And that's pretty deep if you didn't know. Or 900 feet, my bad. It's very deep. It's like a lot of deep. Like 5 football fields deep, which is quite a good amount considering we just are just offshore here. I don't know how much deeper the ocean really goes out from here. Still a little bit down, but seems like it kind of falls off. Let's reduce our angle of attack here a bit. Just coast. Alright, can start heading down again. Coast. There you go. Just a little bump here, and then it looks like we're going down again. So it does seem to go down a bit more. Almost 600 meters. And the engine is doing alright, just kind of red for some reason. We are almost 700 meters now. At least the floor is, if we get down there. And we are moving right along at about 13 meters a second. We're about 30 miles an hour underwater. Look at that, we are at 700 meters. And I can still see it gets a lot deeper there. I don't know if there's like a trench or what, but it looks like we may or may not be coming up upon some sort of drop off, which is neat. Very neat. So I will explore that. Almost 800 meters now. Ah, crap. I've really messed it up now. Alright, well, we've lost an intake. That's good. Alright, and this trench seems to not be so much of a trench, but just further downhill progress. So we're going to time warp up a little more, considering not a whole lot going on, except for passing the 800 meter mark now, and very similar to the 700 meter mark, and we've also lost a fuel tank. Can't see the surface, but that's pretty cool. Looks like it gets even more deep here. If we really time warp long here, seems like we've kind of reached some sort of plains. So if we go ahead and go straight down, we might be at about 900 meters if we're lucky here. Yep, looks like about 900. And this seems like kind of the deepest point, maybe. So here's what I've been wanting to do, is go straight up and come out of the ocean going real fast, like you see those rockets do, you know, like the submarine missiles or whatever, and they just like blast out of the ocean. It's like bam, So here we go. Super cool. We're going up now. And we're gonna take this thing to orbit. Not really, but you know, in theory. We're just gonna go up so fast. Still moving along here. Moving right along. We are losing thrust. So much, in fact, that we are going down until at some point we're going to make enough thrust to hover somewhere. Killing velocity. So, we're going to go ahead and go slow-mo warp. So now, we are now actually going super slow, which is really cool for filming. Like if I wanted to, I want to create fast physics warp. We're gonna go like, we're gonna go 2, 5, and 10. 10's a pretty fast warp. Coming back out of it here, we are fast. Select 0 2 times, 5 times, which is very fast, and 10 times, which is too much. Probably a bit too much, but that is alright. We're gonna lean over a bit. Come on, no. Stop that. Go up a bit. Trying to get it like directly up so we can just kind of hover at some altitude. So we're moving down now at a good speed. We're killing velocity. Going up and up and up until I kill the engines here and then kick them back on. Kick them right back on until we find the point at which this thing can hover at max engine speed, or like that engine speed. Alright, now this is gonna take a little bit of time. About 5 times as much time as it, or it'll be 5 times less time than it would actually, but that is alright. But I want to find where this thing hovers at, because that's cool. Seems like it's only moving up and down about like 1,500 meters before it stops. So I'm thinking about 9,200. It's probably gonna be about where it actually hovers at, and we'll figure out. We'll see, because it's just kind of flying around right now. This is burning a lot of fuel. And that means it's getting lighter, which means that it'll actually hover higher and higher every single time. Which is an interesting thing. I don't know. At about a certain amount of fuel, like when we're really low, I'll just set it to infinite, and then we'll see where this thing actually, yeah, look, it keeps bouncing higher and higher up each time, which is a bit annoying, just for the fact that I'm just trying to figure out where on earth it, alright, that is a perfectly good amount of fuel to stop at. So now it should eventually, keyword eventually, find where it stops at. Stop doing that, by the way. That is not very nice. Here we go, alright. Okay, this is boring, but it's necessary science, I tell you. Very necessary. Because I said it is. Ever so slowly, we are going to find where it does hover. And that looks to be somewhere around here probably is about where it's gonna hover. Right at about 10,000, I'd say. Here comes prograde. Going up. You know, I mean, yeah, okay, necessary, not really. Oh god, I've had it way too high of a time warp. Anyway, we're gonna do something more fun, because screw that, we're gonna try something very cool. We're gonna go slow-mo for this in case we need it. We can slow time right on down. So we can burn here at the KSC, or the KFC, whichever you prefer. And then we're gonna fire retrograde and land this thing. So we are very slow in the time warp zone now. We're just gonna go like this, and we're gonna do a suicide burn, and it's not gonna be enough. Oh, we're in space now. Looking at this, the Mark II lander can. Oh, wow. It sure is pretty cool being a Mark II lander can. Let's go ahead and hit hyper warp and see how hyper the warp can warp. And it looks like that is as hyper as it can warp. Extremely warp. Oh, we can switch to this, man. Okay. So this thing is it's doing something. It's just burning. Alright. And how far out is it now? Well, it's pretty far out. Really not far enough. However, do have this. So, it's supposed to be accelerating. Physics warp, standard warp, hyper warp, physics warp, hyper warp, what? I'm not trying to create. We're just trying to hyper warp, and that's a lot of warp. Okay. So hyper warp is selected. So that means that we are going fast now. Not very fast, but sort of fast. So if we warp like that, now we can orbit the sun. Faster. Faster! Look at that. Look at that. How many times it takes before we're gonna hit someone? We're gonna hit somebody sometime. It's just a matter of how long until we're gonna hit somebody. We're going around the sun and these things are just flipping around. They're really confused. We're just flying around the sun here. Oh, reality. This is day. So this is pretty cool. Alright, anyway, we're going to the Space Center. Kinda not sure as to what to do. Well, we're gonna go ahead and, wait until the frame rate decides to not tank. There it is. Still kind of being a bit weird. So we're just gonna do a little bit of NASA. There we go, it's day. Hyperwarp. Edit. And we're just gonna go ahead and change that to 999. Save that. That is hyperwarp. We're just gonna go ahead and do that. So pretty fast there. Pretty fast there. It's always night now. That's not a problem. We are 1000. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and go to. It is infinitely that time, even though the sun continues to go around. And we are in the year 2046. Have we crashed into the sun yet? Probably. We've probably lagged out the game as well. Let's see. What can we do? Oh, I know what we can do. So these fine people really want to go see space. Therefore, we're gonna show them space. Keep in mind this is standard, no time warp. This is gonna be this little spaceship here. Going up. So we're gonna turn off that. And we have managed to already get going up at an insane rate of speed of fast. And it looks like we have actually, that was full throttle there. We've actually caused a problem revert to launch. So we're just gonna go ahead and go full throttle and experience about, I don't know, 70 G's of acceleration and then die instantly. So the fuel tank has actually ran into that, and we were at 348 G's of acceleration. So a little bit of G-force. We're gonna do something more reasonable, like one little thing of throttle. We've actually burnt out all the fuel already, and that was 249 G's of acceleration. So yeah, just a little bit of acceleration. Let's try it in slow motion. This is extremely slow motion. Very long time. We're looking at like whoops, not exactly what I wanted. So we're now in slow-mo. We're gonna fire retrograde here. Then go stability assist on. Alright, so we're going very slow here. Second hasn't even passed yet. And we're just gonna kick the throttle on slightly. And look at the G-force. That's a lot of G-force, as we can see. Quite a good amount. That was full throttle. Basically burnt out in an instant. Let's go ahead and reactivate infinite fuel here. Just to see what it, what it's like. Infinite propellant, and we are on. So we're going quite fast in upward fashion here. If I kick on the throttle just a tiny amount, we're seeing over 15 G's. Currently, probably about 100 G's of deceleration. And that's what the throttle at. Not a lot. Basically, we're looking at like those huge, massive engines of thrust currently. And that's interesting. So I'm just gonna try and flip this thing over. Shouldn't be too hard. Come on. There we go. Alright, now we're really accelerating here. Don't do that. Come on. We've actually blown it up before it even hit full throttle, because we experienced 5,000 G's of acceleration and probably hit about Mach 10 at sea level-ish. So once again, we'll go ahead and just slightly fire the engine. So there we are, with the engine making a good amount of thrust. Don't flip over, please. Don't do that. Do not do that. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Don't. Alright, go. Come on. Alright, now we're looking at some thrust here. we're moving very fast, and we haven't even looked at a lot of thrust yet. This is 10,000 kilonewtons. Basically child's play compared to, you know, the 100,000 kilonewtons or something, like 99 million kilonewtons this thing makes full bore. It moves quite quickly. Yeah, look at that. That's a lot. Flipped around. Now keep in mind that if we weren't in such a low time warp, this thing would be just a pain to be controlling. I'm gonna go ahead and actually go 0.01 and 0.1. Save that. Simple. We've actually killed it. Because I'm not very smart. Funnily enough. Fun fact of the day, I'm not very smart yet. Okay. Anyway, we are in slow-mo now. Now, even doing that... Okay, whatever. So basically, we're not even in time now. Looks like the engine has come off. Yeah, it has indeed. Right? Yeah, there we go. So the engine is separated. For whatever reason, I didn't hit Z. I just hit Shift. I don't know what happened there. We can try that again. Wait a second. Can we set a warp? No. Okay. Cancel. Simple. Wait a. Man, that's not very nice. Slow. 0.25. 0.1. 0.01. So not. Well, let's set it to 0.05. Simple, slow. And now simply hit go very slowly here. Let's look at this time warp for now. Pretty good. Alright. And then we're looking at 15 G's of deceleration here. And it's pretty nice. Pretty neat. Now we're looking at lots of G's of deceleration. Now we're gonna slow it down even more. Slow it down quite a bit more. Look at that. That's how you make a rocket good. You just make it really, really, really fast. So that's like a lot of acceleration right there. Lots of acceleration here. That's how you make the thing really, really fast. Revert to launch and see if we can't time warp like as soon as the launch hits so we can Go. Go. Crap. Alright. So, we're just gonna hit that and go. Slow time. What if we go hyper time? Hyper warp. Edit. And like the... Oof. Alright. And the first one is 0.1. Yeah. Save. Hyper warp. Alright. The first one actually slow. I don't know why. Slow. Right, okay, I don't know. Hyperwarp, new rates. So now it's slower at 0.1. And now we really hit it. Accelerate, accelerate, accelerate. Something strange has happened there. Wow. Okay. Let's revert to vehicle assembly building and do a couple mods. So we're just gonna make that rocket that is very stupid. We need a heat shield, and we're gonna put a big one on because, you know, why not? So then we're just gonna put four of these little boys here, and they're good. They're good. And this is how we're gonna launch the spacecraft. Oh, and the game has crashed. Looks like that's a problem, but in all reality, it is. Okay, and it looks like we can't even do anything here. So let's see if I can't go ahead and close the program here. Well, that's good to know. Okay. Kerbal space program. Right. We're just gonna open it up real quick. Shouldn't take too long. You know. Yeah, alright. Anybody even watching? Let's see. There is one person watching. Fucking. Alright, give it a second here. We are just about in the game. Retard space program basically doubles the length. It's a little mod folder I have myself for basically just engines that are way too powerful, and we are back with the Kerbal space program. Not sure as to why exactly we crashed. Nor do I really care. So we're gonna make the lightest vehicle, and I think we're gonna do it all without cheats. Yeah, boys. Okay. So we want one of these, right? And then we want whole good amount of fuel. Very good. And we need a heat shield. Of course, we are going to go with electric as well. We need a heat shield like that. It's not a heat shield, but I don't know what I'm even trying to say. Put a couple solar panels on there, and put ourselves a nice little, good little heat shield on there. And a little small one, just so that we can still have wings. However, not those ones, because those ones will cause problems. So now you have this, and then well, we're gonna want a little engine. So I've made could have sworn I made the swivel a bit more powerful than it was. Maybe it was a different engine, or looks like no. Looks like it is indeed just not there. Which is alright. The mainsail works, just not the best looking on this thing. But that's alright. No comments. Alright, that's cool. That's fine. That's cool and good. Alright. So now that we have this fine heat shield here, and my sound keeps sounding god awful. Alright, we are going nice and slow here. We've used most of our fuel, which is good. We are still decelerating at a couple G's. And now we can accelerate at a couple G's. We're gonna go ahead and go infinite propellant, and why is that a sound? So we're gonna go ahead and accelerate here. Keep accelerating. And looks like the heat shield is doing its job, protecting the vital parts of this thing. What is heating up? Stop making that sound. Why is it doing that? I don't know if that's coming through or not. Accelerate. There we go. The heat shield is definitely using some ablator. And we have flipped in the wrong direction. Hey, there it goes. Wow. Well, looks like that's all. Okay. So I can't tell, hold on. In the wrong direction. Hey, there it goes. Well, looks like that's all. Okay. So I can't tell. Alright, so the horrible sound is not coming through on your end. Which is cool and good. We're gonna go ahead and make this thing fly a little bit better. By doing that, this rocket is so out of alignment. We're also gonna go ahead and want a big ol' heat shield now. Because science rules. And some radiator panels. Because radiate. Or something like that. We want them on the wings. So the wings don't get too hot. And, yeah, we'll put them on the engine as well. Or somewhere around there. You know what? Radiators. We just really want this thing to not blow up. So that should sort of radiate the radiators a bit. And if it doesn't, we're just gonna have to not radiate the radiators anymore. That's kind of the only way, in my opinion. Alright. There. Look at that. That was a flawless thing. So now we can accelerate at 11 Gs. No, still at 11 Gs. Still reporting 11 Gs. Accelerate harder. Still reporting 11 Gs. Still 11 Gs, alright. Probably only updates every second. Give it a second. Alright, has it still reporting 11 Gs. Alright, now it is moving. We have lost everything but the actual probe. Which is good because it doesn't have any sort of relevant information. Oof. Alright, so we just have our probe here. Pretty cool. Doesn't do anything, but it's cool. Alright. Revert to the vehicle assembly. So we're just gonna take those stupid wings off and replace them with a much finer wing aerodynamic system, we'll say, which basically has about 1 million lift at about nothing. So also if you do that, they actually rotate infinitely, which is nice. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that, and then unsure as to what has happened. I believe 355 Gs. I believe the wings acted up. So basically, they're a little bit, small a bit, but just a tiny amount, finicky. They like to cause problems if you even remotely touch them. So not sure what had happened there. Take 3, I guess. Oh, right, okay. Cancel that. Revert to launch. There had been a problem where we were moving in normal speed instead of super slow motion. Alright. A little bit top heavy this thing seems to be. And we are slow. So now, I believe just barely touching the wings. Yeah, they create a small small velocity change. This is a small one, which is fun and stuff. Alright. Nope, don't do that. Okay. And we've killed it. Overcooked once more. Very difficult it is to actually launch this thing. I don't know if you knew that or not. Okay. Now we can accelerate. And look at the aerodynamic forces overlay. We have lost the engine because I've tapped the thing, which causes everything to explode. So the wings are a bit overpowered. I didn't mean for them to be so stupid, but I've been disappointed and retarded once more. Okay. Alright, we're slow. As always. And now we will proceed to accelerate very fast. At a good 155 Gs. Very much. Very good amount of G-force. We will once more proceed to accelerate. Oh, with 2,000 kilonewtons of thrust behind us. And now we're at about 5,000 kilonewtons, and it has stopped accelerating once more. So now we'll up it to 10,000 kilonewtons, at which point it proceeds to move away. Also note, it's been 3 seconds of real time since, and now 5 seconds since we have launched from the pad, and we are already at about 5,000 meters and climbing at an insane rate of speed. The ablator is not wearing off anytime soon, which is good. We're once more accelerating extremely fast due to the engine being powerful a lot. And now after 15 seconds, we are basically leaving the range at which you could probably see us from the ground, and that's pretty insane. Yeah. 221 Gs of acceleration has been endured. Anyone that would be inside here would be also dead, so that's good. And we are just about exiting the atmosphere, which we apparently definitely will. So now Looking at it, looks like we have made it out of the atmosphere, where we can continue to accelerate at a very, very high rate of speed here. These wings, even though we are basically out of the atmosphere, not even remotely safe to use. Basically you have to get to about here. Now finally that the atmosphere has like been deleted, you can indeed do that. And also turn the gimbal off. Don't want that, you don't. So now we can see the wings just being stupid and not really effective whatsoever. They're just spinning, you know. And that's okay. That's alright. This is a go to orientation to crank up the engines a bit. And that's about all the crank you want. Go back to the orientation that we told you to go. 309 Gs. Accelerating very much. I've turned off the warp because we don't need it. At this point we are accelerating at a lot of fast. And basically barely on the throttle here. And we have already reached escape velocity. Ready to go to, I'm gonna say Elu, because this thing's pretty fast, and that means that we can jettison the heat shield is a thing we can do. And then fly into it, which was a smart decision on my part. I knew I should have not done that, but I didn't care. And so that's how it went. We're trying this launch once more because science. Okay. Alright, and we have left the launch pad. Now we can proceed to accelerate at a good rate of a lot of fast per second. Hey, chill out now. We're leaving this planet. And at a very fast. So let's accelerate very hard here. I'm not sitting around here for long. We are at 40,000 kilonewtons. Or we're at 40,000 kilonewtons of thrust. Which, fun fact for all you people who don't know how much thrust that is, it's a lot. And our apoapsis is about fast and high. And holy moly, I don't know what the camera here is doing. We're gonna proceed to accelerate harder once more at about 1200 kilonewtons. Bam. And once more accelerate at 1700 kilonewtons or 15 Gs. And when I say 15, I mean like 1500. Oh god. We've killed it. Killed it all very quickly. And now we're going down. Once again, no idea what I'm doing. And we should just go and click a button like ignore max temp. Just how do you make a mainsail put out 10,000 kilonewtons? Mod the game files a little bit. Yeah, I've done a little bit of work to the game files so that a mainsail kind of a little bit cheatsy doodly. Frame rate is just in the dumpster now. Okay, just for your information, let's go ahead and look at hardware monitor to see why on earth there could be this low frame rate running at 3.4 gigahertz, which is, well, 3.5, what I set it at. GPU's doing some work, about 27 degrees Celsius, so about right. If I just go ahead and game here, we're looking at like 5 frames a second, and like it's saying, holy cow, we're being used the full potential. And really it's not. It's like not at all. Don't know why. Why on earth it could be running at this low frame rate. Basically the only way to solve this is to not even restart the game, but restart my computer and then it runs flawlessly. Not sure why it does this. There we go. We have gotten away. That was 41 G's of acceleration. And now we're gonna experience like a lot more than that. So ignore max temperature should mean stop that. Unbreakable joints means that should have not happened. And yet it has. Don't know why. So, once again, I haven't even done anything. I just hit the space bar and we just died instantly. Unsure of what has happened there. Once more. Looking at about 1 frame a second here. Bang. Just firing the engine. Oh, at that throttle, maybe not the best idea. Okay. So again, enjoying this buttery smooth 0 frames a second here. Okay, we are in space. Fun fact about space, I don't know what's going on. And we are where? Nowhere. Yes. Okay, we're gonna quit the main menu real quick. Just to see, look at that. Very smooth, very nice. We try to log back into the game here. And frame rate will be in the dumpster. Again, look at that. Please tell me why this is. Someone explain how to fix it. It's not that like my CPU can't handle this game. That's not even remotely what it is, but it's just like it's given up and killed like all texture rendering as well. How did really? What on earth? So after about 2046 years, and it's always nighttime, building has decided to reflect the sky infinitely. Unsure as to what's going on here. Game is just very confused. Warps it the next morning. Look at that. Launch this thing, say. Game has crashed. Alright, not sure at all really what the problem is. 37°C, so basically like idle temperatures. Like this is not even like being hot or anything. It's just like game completely killed itself. Stream still running fine. Everything's running fine and good. Hate my brother. And yeah, basically it's just decided to kill itself. Don't know why that is. I don't know. But that's gonna be it for this stream, considering I've done some stuff, but not a lot. And we've crashed the game twice. So yeah. Yeah.